All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, all glory, all honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is what Desire One, Virginia, Miss Atlanta. With another update video to the Motb and the lead up, some lead up information to the Motb and the continuing build up of the infrastructure that the technology, the implant of the Motb will apply. So this here is from Biometric Update, and it says digital IDs can boost U.S. financial inclusion, says government, private sector experts. Okay. So this talk about digital IDs has been reported on a lot on a financial global perspective. There's been a lot of different changes in different countries around the world that are now utilizing digital IDs, and not just those, but digital wallets as well. Okay. And they can definitely put your ID and your payment account information in one. For example, I have at my job, all right, I have an ID card, it has my name, the ID number for the card, my picture. But I can also use that card for purchases. Purchasing things at the vending machine, purchasing things at the lunch cantina, the cafe or whatever. So they can definitely because see now, you carry your ID and you carry your wallet, with your debit or credit card in it, and they're separate. But they have the technology and the capability to put your ID and your payment information all on one card. That's why now what they're doing with these smartphones is, you can use your smartphone. You have a digital wallet on your smartphone. Google Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Android Pay, all of that. PayPal, Cash App. But now certain states are allowing you to put your ID on your smartphone, so it can be all in one place. So the same technology will be applied to the implantable device. Okay. Micro C hips are getting very small. They can, just look up the world's smallest cell phone. Look up in Google, look up the world's smallest cell phone. And that those motherboards and chips in that phone are small. So now going into this article here, it says creating an inclusive financial system, buying and selling, will require effective ways to verify people's identities and prevent fraud. Because there's reports now, millions of people, Social Security and other information, account information, things like that has been leaked or hacked. So that's going to be a big topic in the news too, especially with the these different presidential candidate debates and the election coming up. How is these administrations going to tackle identity fraud and theft, and what they're going to do about cybersecurity, which is a big task. That's a new job. Big jobs. Cybersecurity is a growing job in the workforce. Especially as they get this new order of the world system off the ground. They're going to have to, have officers and people that can, tap into cybersecurity and understand how things work. IT is getting big. All right. Plus AI. So now it says a recent event from the Aspen Institute's Financial Security Program discussed the role of digital identity in the financial system.
90.
So they want to put your IDs and your finances together. It says they discussed the role of digital identity in the financial system and the state of identity in the United States. Okay? Special attention was given to mobile driving licenses, which have been spreading across the U.S. Digital IDs. The conversations hosted on July 9th invited government officials such as U.S. congressman and former scientist Bill Foster, representatives from financial companies including Visa and Plaid, as well as experts from McKinsey Global Institute and the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Like you may notice on these apps, right? On certain apps, like third-party apps, if you want to add your card, your bank card, debit card to a certain app, they'll verify your card through the Plaid Connect system, and that'll verify your routing, your account number, and then once you're verified, sometimes it happens quick. Sometimes it might take a day or two, but it'll attach to the app, and you'll be good to go to use that app, which is attached to your actual bank card. So now they're going to take the same technology, the same institutions, and apply that to digital IDs. And that's here in the U.S., okay, the United States. It says many conversations around digital identity have been focused on its importance to financial inclusion. So they want to include IDs and finances together. This is leading up to the Motb. You're not going to get this information from the IUIC, who say, oh, it's sin. Sin in all its forms, political, religious. The image is Cesare Borgia. That old tired breakdown. Okay? The whole system represents an image. Okay? The so-called white Jesus, the church, the church, the state with the government with the banks with the school system, all that is an image. All that ties in together. It's not an actual picture. Okay? And see, we'll come out with these videos here, us here at GMS, starting with the apostles, on down to us. We'll bring out key information. We'll go into articles. We'll go into books. We'll go into actual news reports. We're going to people speaking out of their mouth. All right? Breaking down the facts of this new emerging technology. And then the IUIC would just come back and rebuttal and say, it's not a micro C hip. We'll prove it. Where's your background sources? Where's your information? You haven't, like, it's one thing to say we're wrong. Like Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi will say we're wrong in the information we bring out on the Motb, saying it's the implant. And other groups too, HOI, Priest of Bach, and these other groups will say we're wrong. But you don't go into our information to say, well, see, they say it's this according to because of this video or this article or this news report or this information. They'll never go into our information and prove it wrong, because they know if they do, then we'll be proven right. And I'm gonna just end that. I'm gonna say that and end that there, because they're going to be looking damn stupid, and that's just a fact, Jack. They never go into our information. They never prove our facts wrong. They never prove our information wrong, which we get through the spirit and power of Yahweh to make sure we understand that these prophecies in the scriptures are broken down and revealed to the hopeful elect correctly. They never go into it. They'll read the breakdown according to the scripture, and they'll say what they say, but they don't back it up. They don't even back up they breakdown like that correctly, line upon line, precept upon precept. It's only a handful of scriptures that really go into the Motb and the technology and what's going to happen according to prophecy. They don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to breaking down Revelation 13, 16 on down. They don't go into the Greek. They don't go into the Hebrew. They'll just do a word search, right, on an app that says Mark, and they'll try to piece those precepts together and feed you that BS, man, to their congregation. Okay. This is why Bishop Nathaniel had that dream about niggas trying to beat him up. It could come true. Keep effing around with the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you're going to find out. What Jake said, you're going to F around and find out. So let me get back to this. It says, many conversations around digital identity have been focused on its importance to financial inclusion. But Jeremy Grant, managing director at Washington-based law firm Venable LLP, says a more important issue with financial inclusion is not that there is no digital ID, but that a large part of the population has no ID at all. So what do they want to do? They want to give the homeless. Remember what the prophecy says: rich and bond, free and... You know what? Let me get it. All right, let's go to the blue letter. Let me click on this. All right, and this is this guy's company, Venable LLP, empowering us all. So these are the people behind this company that pretty much are in agreement with this digital ID project, so to speak. But let me get the blue letter, right? Revelation 13. Let's go right to the point. I'm just going to read this here. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, okay, to receive a M-A-R-K inside. Certain translations will say on because they're trying to throw you off. No, it's in. When you put something inside of something, you have to cut into their body. You got to cut in their hand. That's why the Greek word right there for mark is charagma, because you have to cut in. Okay? It should say to receive a cut, right? Or a new modern word is implant in their right hand or in their foreheads. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that word too in a second. So they want everybody, because small people and great people, right? Rich and poor. Poor people might not have a ID. Matter of fact, let me get that word poor. Okay, I'm gonna get that word poor. And it causes all both small and great, rich and poor. All right. And let me do this. Let me get the okay, now this is the mobile site. Just so we can see better. So the Greek word for poor.
Strong's G 4434. Tochas. Tochas.
Tochas. Tochas. I can't say that. Anyway. Ooh, reduced to beggary. Poor. Begging. Asking alms. That's a homeless person. What do? They have a sign with a cardboard sign with, they might have a marker or a pen saying hungry, please spare coins, please spare some change. Destitute of wealth. Poor, needy, helpless, powerless to accomplish an end. A lot of people who may have been on drugs, they may have, they may be still on drugs. They may have just lost a home, sleeping in their car, right? They're powerless to get what they need. This is why you have missions and shelters. And me personally, I don't like seeing, our people poor and homeless. I know what it's like to miss a paycheck. Fortunately, I'm in a position to where I can, have my mind and my spirit together and work a job. I have this truth. So I'm able to, kind of bounce back. I have the help of the brotherhood. That brotherly love, that charity's there. Hell, they say most Americans are one paycheck away, 2, 3 paychecks away from being poor and destitute and homeless anyway. But see, you'll let General Nate and IUIC tell you, rich nations, poor nations. IHBK said the same thing. Rich nations, poor nations. Because they got a script from the elites, man. The background devils that they sold out to. They all teach the same damn thing. General Johanna, General Nate. Come on, man. And this ain't the first time he's been called a general. Anyway, this definition here, it gives you the correct context of what it means by poor. Lacking in anything. Okay? A beggar is cringing, a pauper, strictly denoting absolute or public mendicancy. Yeah, menial means, living very scarcely off of resources. Okay. So going back here to this article, right? It says, but Jeremy Grant, managing director at Washington-based law firm Venable LLP, says a more important issue with financial inclusion is not that there is no digital ID, but that a large part of the population has no ID at all. Who would not have an ID? People that are destitute on the street. They might not have a social security card. They might not have their birth certificate. So if they did want a job, they don't have the proper paperwork to go and get it. A lot of issues, man, comes with being poor. So they're trying to get it to where everybody, that's why they're working with this law firm, so they can have all the legal paperwork, documents, and statutes in place to give this device to those small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Hey, in prison, if you're in prison for a number of years, maybe your release date is coming up, they want to make sure you have an ID. You can hey, you're going to have to pay your probation officer. Oh, well, you know what? We have this digital ID. Download this app. Here's a QR code. We'll get you a smartphone. Download this app, and you can pay your probation on this app. Your ID's on there. Your case number's on there. This is what they're trying to do. This is why we say the Motb is going to come through this big system. It's not, the image is a system, okay? I'm going to read some more of this. It says, the U.S. has been slow to accept the idea of a national ID card, with skepticism and fears of surveillance coming both from the left and right political spectrum. The C19 pandemic, however, has laid bare the shortcomings of the U.S. approach to identity. That's why you have these other countries that may have had worse cases, had really shut their countries down. They're adopting, and their citizens are willing to. Their countries are adopting national digital IDs. It says billions of dollars have been stolen through fraud during the pandemic. Yeah, all that PPP loan you niggas was doing. PP loan scamming you niggas was doing. So they say, okay, we got something for you niggas. We got something for you Americans. Then, like I just mentioned about people's private information being stolen and hacked. So what are they going to do? Okay, to prevent that fraud and this theft from the government, we're going to introduce this system that everybody's going to have to attach to your financial information, your ID information, all on this digital ID card. And then the next step is going to be the actual implant. It says, according to Foster, who has been working for the U.S. House of Representatives Financial Services Committee, and I'm going to read this. It says, when it comes to digital ID, the bulk of the work will be done by private firms. The elite, the bankers, they control these private companies. So all the information is going to be controlled through them and sent to them and their system. And they're going to have certain service officers set up in the government to be in control. One of the government's roles, however, will be to provide a list of legally traceable citizens, he adds. Legally traceable citizens. That's why they have these law firms like Venable LLP, Jeremy Grant, set up to make sure they have everything on point. So that's all I want to read from this article right here. I want to go to this here. And I just looked up National Digital Identity Systems, right, on the Wikipedia. It says many nations have implemented, are implementing, or have proposed nationwide digital identity systems. Although many facets of digital identity are universal, owing in part to the ubiquity of the internet. Some regional variations exist due to specific laws, practices, and government services that are in place. For example, digital identity can use services that validate driving licenses, passports, and other physical documents online to help improve the quality of a digital identity. Also, strict policies against money laundering mean that some services, such as money transfers, need a stricter level of validation of digital identity. Remember what happened with Cash App? Was it last year? one of the founders of Cash App died, and then they was pushing the Fed Now system, and that's going to tie into the digital currency. See, all this lines up, man. Okay? This is the image emerging here. Okay? Digital identity in the national sense can mean a combination of single sign-on and or validation of assertions by trusted authorities during the government. So they're going to be in control. Okay? And this is what they say the benefits are. Right? So watch out for commercials that sell convenience, that sell costs, cheap. Oh, it's so cheap. You can be, have all your documents for a fee of $50. Greater access to services, especially our people, the poor. Oh, well, if you get a national digital ID, if you're homeless, you can apply for this and, this program and that program. Your kids, if they want to continue to eat free in school, just get this digital ID and you can, access this program and these services. Jake getting out of prison, if you want a job, all of that, man. More privacy and security. Right? And they're going to push that, especially for like older people. More privacy, more security, having your pension secure. People with these cushy jobs, making a certain amount of money, having your your 401k and your portfolio secured, those in the stocks and Forex and all of that. Oh. So they have something for everybody. Remember, rich and poor, free and bond. They're going to introduce this implant too. It says, however, a national digital identity system reduces anonymity. So what privacy? Anonymous means, hey, you know what? Everything is private. We don't know who this person is. But then they tell you that it's going to give you more privacy and security. It says, and puts people at risk of data breaches. But you just said security right here. They may also be prone to human rights abuses. So there you go, man. So that's contradictory and hypocrisy right there. Okay? Now I mentioned about ubiquity, right? Ubiquity. I just want to look up this word real quick. So it says the fact of appearing everywhere or of being very common. And that's what they want. They want this the infrastructure of the digital ID Motb system to be ubiquitous. They want it to be everywhere. This is why everything is smart. You can get a smartphone, smart computer, smart TV, smart car. All of that smart means ubiquity. It's everywhere. It's common. Okay? That's in a smart spoon, smart fork, smart oven, smart refrigerator. Got refrigerators with tablets on it and shit. Ubiquitous. So what they're going to push is, see if I have it still up here. Ubiquity. Right, here we go. Ubiquitous RFID. So RFID will be ubiquitous. It will be everywhere. Okay? Let's see what else. Ubiquity. Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous computing is a concept in software engineering, hardware engineering, and computer science where computing is made to appear seamlessly anytime and everywhere. Okay, in contrast to desktop computing, ubiquitous computing implies use on any device, in any location, and in any format. So this is how they want their system to move. Ubiquitous commerce. What is the concept of ubiquitous commerce? The use of ubiquitous networks, meaning to be everywhere, to support personalized and uninterrupted communications and transactions between a firm and its various stakeholders to provide a level of value over above and beyond traditional commerce. It is the combination of electronic, wireless, mobile, television, voice, and silent commerce. So this is the system that they're building, right? Biometric digital identity. Biometrics and digital identity from Tech UK. Digital identity utilizing biometric technology is today enabling individuals to identify themselves online or authenticate a transaction. Okay? This is the emerging world. Okay? You have this here as well. The Internet of Bodies, Our Connected Future. Georgia Lupi's second visualization of RAND art plus data focused on the Internet of Bodies, IOB. This new category of technology has the potential to fundamentally transform our relationship with ourselves, our health, and others we interact with. And this technology will be in our bodies. Okay? See, first they go into like wearables, right? Body implanted sensors, brain computer interfaces, clothing with sensors. Wearable health trackers, they have that now. Wearable neuro devices, like the Apple Vision Pro and all this, these virtual reality VR headsets. Gaming is going VR now. So it's at a point to where, to hell with what the IUIC is saying. If you're an Israelite and you can see what GMS is saying to be true after we bring out all of this information, I mean, I got more. Shit. Let me go back to this article, man. I got so much stuff. I'm trying to get, hit all my topics. Like what's being built right now is what? The fourth industrial revolution. Okay? Is a neologism, neo meaning new, logism meaning word or logic, a new logic describing rapid technological advancement in the 21st century. The term was popularized in 2016 by Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum founder and executive chairman, who asserts that these developments represent a significant shift in industrial capitalism. This is why you see robots everywhere, smart technology, using drones to deliver packages from Amazon. Okay, look, augmented reality, VR and AR. Illustrated understanding of the Internet of Things, right? Internet of Things, Internet of Bodies, all this connects together. Amazon Go, a cashierless store enabled by computer vision, deep learning, and sensor fusion. And it's all going to be connected to you through the Motb implant. Okay? I'm just speaking the truth here. New iOS APIs will allow NFC transactions outside Apple Wallet, Apple Pay. Car keys, corporate badges, student IDs, hotel keys, all supported. So basically what they're saying is you can attach your Apple Pay, Apple Wallet, or other phone digital wallet to another app to buy and sell. So this is how the world is moving. Okay. IDEX Talue Card launching biometric payment card for the visually impaired. And all this information has come out within the last week in these articles. August 15th, like 3-4 days ago. Okay. A new biometric payment card developed in collaboration with Talue Card, IDEX Biometrics, and the London-based issuer is set to launch with a focus on accessibility and security. The card, expected to debut in late 2024, is designed to address the needs of visually impaired users and older adults who face challenges with current payment systems. So they're making sure that they get everybody. Older people, younger people, people that are paraplegic will get the Neuralink or other BCI technology. People that are blind, they can get these new biometric payment cards. I mean, the evidence, like the pastor said, is overwhelming. Okay? Overwhelming, man. So that's it. That's it. I'm going to end it here. I've already gone about maybe 30 minutes or so. Hey, go into these scriptures, man. I know I brought it out. Revelation 13. You know what? Let me look up. Let me see here. Implant. Right? I just want the definition of implant. Implant, right? Implant. Verb. To fix firmly or set securely or deeply. To insert something surgically into the body. To embed. To engraft. Ingrain. Insert. Instill. And that's what the charagma is. They're going to implant, engrave the Motb into your hand, okay, or forehead. Etymology from Latin implanto. In planto. To implant, put in, to add, right? To put in. Well, did not the prophecy say that they're going to have it, they're going to cause all to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads? So where are they getting this crap about it's sin? Right? No, this is talking about something physical, man. And they want everybody connected to it with their IDs, their finances. Right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, which is the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And then they're going to tie you into this system. 603.6. Neuralink, dangerous things, hand implant, all of that ties into this system, which is going to be ran by the government, which is the beast, going into NATO in America. So with that, all praises goes to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, once again, that rule and teach well. Another shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I pray and hope that this was edifying. Shalom.